It's the South Florida Morning Show with Jennifer Ross and Bill Adams on News Talk 850 WFTL.
Now, there's a reason why you hear all this awesomeness in the background. You're starting to hear the birds. We're going to hear roosters soon. I know it, Jen.
Yeah, apparently they like hanging out at the Casa Marina in Key West almost as much as we do, so that would be really nice.
We call it advanced research. Wink, wink, nod, nod. But
Yeah,
there's a
sure.
reason why we're doing the show here. It's to get you here, too. We've been talking about it all morning long, the 850 mobile app, which you should have anyway. We know a lot of people listen on the app, but now more of a reason than ever because 3 days, 2 nights at the amazing Casa Marina in Key West could be yours.
Yep, and Evelyn Summer, who is the hotel manager here at Casa Marina, our guest right now. So we were walking around the property yesterday, and we got a nice tour. But what I really liked was the outdoor activities, because you got scooters and jet skis and boats and all kinds of neat stuff.
Yeah, of course. Well, we have so much fun stuff to do down here. We have on property, you could actually come check in and never really leave. I don't recommend that because you need to go check out Duval Street and the other spots.
You're
but
right.
You could stay and really never leave property. There's so much to do.
We're literally never leaving. We're going to stay in a bush after this. So it's going to be tough to get rid of us.
Well, we'll give you at least some roof. You don't have to stay out on it. In the patio or something. We have on property. We have a full water sports department. It's run by Barefoot Billy, so you can take a 90-minute jet ski tour completely around the island. You take off from here and goes all the way around.
I think we're doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
We might not come back.
You have to. Well, you won't be the first.
Okay.
It's only 90 miles to Cuba, so if you just hit it, you might...
Do people ever take off with like your jet skis and stuff like that? I'm just curious.
Well, it's a drinking town, so
Okay.
things happen.
Bill?
The bottom line is you can be as chill or as active as you want to be here, and you don't have to advance plan too much at Casa Marina.
No.
You can decide that once you get here, unlike other places.
Absolutely. And that's one of the best things about Key West is that you really just go with the flow.
Absolutely.
You can have an action-packed weekend, or you can come and sit your butt in a beach chair and have a drink, and it's the best time ever.
When we checked in yesterday and then we did a little tour, and then last night we went over to the Four Dolphins at your sister...
Four Marlins.
Four Marlins, sorry.
Yeah.
Your
It's a
sister... there is a big difference. I apologize for that.
It's not as loud.
Yeah. Anyway, the food was phenomenal at the Four Marlins. But more importantly, it was funny because I look over at this table and there's these 3 guys playing cards, and I'm like, they're not moving.
Yeah,
and then I
they've been there
realized
a
there's
while.
sculptures.
Yeah.
And you have them all over the property,
Yeah.
and they're so cool. They look like real people.
Well, I was afraid they drank themselves stiff at first, but then I'm like, okay, all right, everything's cool. Yeah,
What's funny is we put masks on them during when it was first
that's
a
great.
big thing.
Really?
We had them positioned on so they stayed on. People loved that.
That's
That was
awesome.
really cute. But we have a lot of really fun, funky art over there at the
cool.
Reach. You saw some of
Yeah.
the paintings and murals that are around the hotel. Also a super fun place to come and stay. The Reach is a curio, and just recently went through a renovation, so it's a fantastic property as well.
So here at Casa Marina, you celebrated your 100th anniversary just recently, right?
We
Wow.
did. 100 years old.
That's amazing. You
That's a
don't look
lot of
100. You look good. A lot of Botox around here, I think.
I haven't been here quite that long.
No one was here for the exact opening.
It did open as a hotel on New Year's Eve 1920.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Henry Flagler, it was his dream to open a hotel in Key West. He built the Overseas Railroad that gets you down here, that you drove down to get here. And there's a lot of really fun and unique architecture and history in the hotel. Below us is still a working cistern that we use. The rainwater is collected in between these archways that we're sitting next to.
Wow.
And the water's still collected and used to take care of all of our plants around the property.
Wow, that's pretty... Okay, I have a question about the roosters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feed them? So
No,
you
it's
encourage
illegal.
them to... You
It's
can't feed
illegal.
them?
No, the roosters are protected animals
Just
here
let
on
'em
the
be.
island. Yeah.
Really? But who feeds them then? If there's got to be a rooster keeper somewhere, right?
I said it's a drinking town, so there's a lot of people that like to do what they're not supposed to do.
That's why Bill and I are here. It's a drinking town. I'm surprised we're still standing.
Anywhere we go turns into a drinking town, but that's a different story. This is such a beautiful, beautiful setting, too. I can imagine the wedding requests you get for this. And I can, we're hearing from everybody. Just
This is the number one spot to get married on the island.
I would
say
say
in the Florida Keys.
That
yeah.
makes sense. And we're hearing from everybody that this is going to be, probably from Memorial Day on, really, people aren't going to hold back anymore. It's like,
No.
first of all, we all feel like we're going to beat this pandemic. We won.
No.
Damn it, we won. But people are going to go nuts. They're not going to hold back on their dream vacations anymore.
No, and you know what? This is a really fun place to come because it's also a safe place to come. You know,
Absolutely.
Hilton is partnered with Lysol with our Clean Stay program,
Yep.
and we were one of the first hotels to come out with Hilton was one of the first hotel companies to come out with a really solid program to make guests feel safe.
So important.
So, you know, even though things are starting to lighten up and the world's going back to quote unquote normal, you know, Hilton's still sticking to a lot of their protocol, which includes a lot of sanitation process. You know, our team members are still wearing masks.
Sure.
We're still, you know, practicing social distancing in different areas. So even for the folks that are kind of like, I'm ready, but I'm still nervous, you know, we're still very safe down here.
Do you have any specials going on for like Florida residents for the summer or in the future?
We always do. We always do. Yeah. You should check out our website, CasaMarinaResort.com. There's all kinds of different, you know, drive-in, you know, some things that include some complimentary parking and things like that. But there's always different specials going on where you can throw in breakfast, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
Particularly for being a Florida resident.
Which I would. The food, everywhere we've gone here, the food is incredible.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
We just ordered breakfast. It was like 7
Food
courses.
town.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I
what the
know.
heck's going on?
I know.
I just wanted an egg.
I know.
Came with like
Well,
17
you know,
different
it's a
things.
drinking town, so you have to fill up.
Yeah, that's the key. Carbs are the key.
I'm starting to get a theme here. It's a drinking town, Bill. Evelyn has said that, I think, 17 times since we started talking
I
to
just
her.
want to hammer that home, you know,
Okay.
in case anybody doesn't know.
I think she's trying to tell us we're in the right spot.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
And so close, people don't realize, too, it's like, you know, you get the best of... You know, the best of everything. It's like if you want to get all the Caribbean you want, but it's right here at the tip of Florida,
Go to
you
your
know?
passport.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another advantage to it. It's just an amazing, amazing place.
And the architecture in general, not only here at Casa Marina, which is way cool because it's very Henry Flagler-ish.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you know who Henry Flagler has deep history, especially in Palm Beach County with the
course, yeah,
Breakers and the
absolutely,
Flagler
yeah.
Museum. But everything else, the architecture in Key West, what was that? The names of the houses, their different architecture styles. I love that one.
I know.
It's fun.
I love the colors. I love
Yeah.
the look.
Right.
I love
Yeah.
the dimension. It's like, this is just so cool to walk
There's
around.
a lot of really rich history and art, and there's good food all over the island.
And
I
so
mean,
much of it preserved that history, too, and that carries over to Casa Marina, too. You've done obviously all the modern amenities. That whole pool area that we're looking at right now is all completely done, soup to nuts, but you maintained all this beautiful history here. It's important.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And they do. The city does a lovely job of protecting
Yeah.
it too. I mean, it's almost like walking on water to try and do anything to your home, but it's because they want to keep the rich
Sure, it's
history
important.
of the town, and it really, really shows when you drive around and look
And
at the neighborhoods.
it's nice because you're so used to seeing areas where people come in and they buy like a little box house, and next thing you know,
Yeah.
they knock it down and
Yeah,
they put in
no,
a
not
7-story cement thing,
Not
and you're
here.
like, no, we don't like it.
No McMansions here.
No
No.
It was so wonderful just walking around your property between Casa Marina and
And the Reach,
the
yeah.
Reach was beautiful. I was like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here, but you need to get here, too. So I think you mentioned the website before about Florida resident specials, getting
Yeah.
ready for the summer and everything. Best way to just start your research to get here to Casa Marina?
CasaMarinaResort.com, or you can get us online, any social media websites at Casa Marina Resort. Yeah, check us
Outstanding.
out. Come on down.
Or best
We got a
yet,
cold beverage for you.
It's a drinking
it's
town,
a drinking
remember.
town from what I've gathered.
We hear.
Hence
Can't
why
confirm.
we're here. I think I drank all the drinks they had last night. I'm just saying. I
I'm
had a
with you.
lot.
You made it this morning.
That's all that
Barely. They rolled me down here. I got news for you. I haven't had a drink in a long time, so it was a tough morning. A lot of aspirin today. Anyway.
Evelyn Summer, hotel operations. You do an amazing. First
Thank
of all,
you.
you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thanks for
too.
coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you for
of course.
having us.
Get everyone else down here.
You got it. More details on how you can get here too. It's all coming up next. The South Florida Morning Show. There's Jen. I'm Bill. Keep it here. News is coming up. Whoa. Rapid fire news on a Friday.
Oh, and we're not there, so it's
With
even better.
Half of the show in Key West. The wheels will come off for this newscast coming up, Karen, at 7:30. What do you got?
Yeah, and it's a drinking town, so.
Yeah.
It is a drinking town.
We
you
hear.
noticed that, huh?
We hear that.
Weehaw! All right, well, so if you are heading to the airport, call ahead because your flight might be delayed. Overnight, there was a third-party system failure, and it affected American Airlines and JetBlue, especially in Miami, New York, and Charlotte. So the check-in, the digital check-in's back up and running, but they're playing catch-up. So,
Okay, well, this wasn't a hack and they're just blowing it off as a glitch, was it?
No, I think it was a third-party. Sabre had a I don't know, maybe they got hacked.
Sabre is the booking system.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it went down and then it caused, it's a ripple effect. Lovely. So if you're
Wonderful.
traveling, call ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
We're traveling from here to the bar.
All right.
It's a drinking town, I heard, in Key West.
That's good. We will see you 7:30, or we'll hear you anyway, Karen, for Rapid Fire coming up. You know what Rapid Fire is. She's got the news. We all chime in. This is half remote this time, though. This is going to be interesting. All right, that's coming up. Jenna Bill Live. We're doing the show from the beautiful Casa Marina in Key West. Details coming up in a couple of minutes how you get here. I'll just tell you right now, it's all about the app. Get the 850 mobile app.
Yeah, because right there, you listen and you could win a nice 3-day, 2-night stay here at Casa Marina, and it includes dinner. And the restaurants either here or at the Reach are phenomenal.
Phenomenal. And it's a drinking town.
It is a drinking town.
We hear. Every time we hear another angle about this story, about this incredible 11-year-old girl in Escambia County, every detail that comes out gets more and more amazing. Now we've got, because the news came out yesterday that she was able to save herself from that creeper.
Right.
By a tip she learned on watching SVU.
Right. Law and Order.
Law and Order. Mm-hmm. She put the blue slime on the arm of the attacker that she fought off, and that's how they were able to really identify the guy at first. Now, a TV actress, Mariska Hargitay from SVU, is commenting on this, and she says she's reached out to the little girl.
Can you imagine?
Isn't that great?
I wouldn't be surprised, in all honesty, if they didn't invite this kid to come on and maybe at least watch the show, or maybe they take her story and use it as one of the series.
Rip from the headlines.
Yeah, for one of their episodes, and maybe the kid is their example, and maybe they use another name, but this little girl saved her own life from this creepy guy who not only stalked her then and tried to kidnap her, but apparently a week prior or a couple of days prior, it showed up in the same location in her bus stop in a van, and then he painted the van so she wouldn't recognize it the second time he showed up.
Total creeper.
Yeah.
But she was amazing. She fought away, got away. Mariska Hargitay, the actress, is saying that she reached out to her, sent her a message on Instagram. She's calling her brave and smart. I think you're right. I think she's absolutely going to wind up on that show. That's just,
good for her.
especially since she's a big fan.
And good for her.
So now her family's letting her talk, and she's telling her own story, which we know personally. It takes on a whole new meaning when little Alyssa tells the story, Jen. This is what she was saying to the press yesterday. And then you're going to hear after this the Escambia County Sheriff talking about it, too.
The man holding the knife came towards me, and I tried to run, but he caught me. I was able to get the slime onto his upper arm, and I think a little bit onto his lower arm. But I knew that might be better evidence, or if the cops do find him.
That's incredible.
So she knew at the time she was thinking about evidence when she was fighting this creeper off. Isn't that great?
I have blue slime, so I'm going to put blue slime all over this guy. This little kid, you know what? If you have children, and I don't care what age they are, you teach them to kick, bite, scream, wiggle, do whatever they have to do to get away.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this little girl did. She was like fighting. I was like, you go, and then he dropped her, and she just booked it.
Now, the Escambia County Sheriff, Chip Simmons, is talking about it, too.
The victim at the time of the attempted abduction was playing with blue slime. The suspect, when we caught him, had blue slime all over his own arms.
Every time something else comes out of this story, it's incredible.
I love this kid. So, you always rag on me and make fun of me because I watch all these crime shows. But, this little girl, it saved her life. Good for her.
How about her parents? The next time she's up late watching SVU, they'll be like, go to bed. Well, we can't tell her not to watch the show anymore.
Now they're going to make her watch FBI. She's going to be watching Clarice. She's going to be watching all these other shows to make sure that she gets every tip she possibly can.
Alyssa, what's wrong with you? Watch more Law and Order.
Yeah, it works. It works out well. I'm just telling you.
All right, close at home. This was a big turnaround last night. It looks like the Palm Beach County School Board is going to make masks optional this summer.
And you know what? Kudos to the Palm Beach County School Board, because they listened to 7 hours, and to the parents who showed up at the school board meeting to voice their concerns about the mask situation. Many said their kids are having headaches, they get dizzy, they can't concentrate. And so they said, the CDC says it's okay to be outside without a mask on. Why do they got to wear a mask outside? Palm Beach County School Board announced that kids starting, I guess it was yesterday or starting today, if they go outside.
I guess it's starting today, right?
Masks are optional. So that's pretty cool.
That's a big switch, though, because they had said, and it actually made sense to us at the time. They said, well, it takes too long to change an official policy. We wouldn't be able to do it in time. School's almost over anyway. I guess they can change it.
Yeah, good for them. And then maybe it was the optional word that they threw in that made them, have the ability to change it so quickly. So, if your kid's outside at the school ground and they want to take off their mask, they can do it now. That's good. So at least they get some breathing room.
They get that, obviously, and it's good news also heading towards the fall school year. But also, it should tell you, even if a school board meeting's the last thing you want to go to, your voice does get heard.
Good for them. It's true.
It was 7 hours of parents talking, but still, it mattered.
Yeah, give these parents credit. A list came out yesterday. There are a number of states across this country now where the universities in those states do not require you to be vaccinated or to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So I think by the time August rolls around, between the lotteries, all these states are now, what do you call it? Cuomo, what did you call his lottery? Scratch, what did you call it?
Oh, the Scratch-a-Vax.
The Scratch-a-Vax. And we'll get into that in a minute. But I think it's going to give people the incentive to not only get their kids vaccinated, but
I think so.
Themselves vaccinated. And I think eventually it's going to be, maybe not this year's school year coming up in August, but eventually they're going to say, kid doesn't have a vaccination against COVID-19, they can't come in. I think it's just around the corner.
I think it's the way it's heading. I think you're exactly right. But, let's give the school board credit.
Good for
it wasn't
them.
an immovable object. They actually listened to the community because parents were still mad about that.
Yeah,
so that's a good compromise, I think.
And at least they listened. Good for them. So good for the school board. Yay!
And good for you, because if you are already a 850 mobile app user, and there's a lot of you, like more and more, and it makes perfect sense for our format, you're already in. You have a head start in this deal. If you don't have the app yet, you should listen. That's your key to winning 3 days, 2 nights, and dinner at Casa Marina right here in Key West where we're doing the show.
And if you go to our Facebook page, I put up a picture of what we were looking at earlier, and we'll post some more pictures. But the view from where we are, we're on like the back portico here facing the ocean, which is what, maybe 500 feet away from us?
That's about it. You took a nice picture, too.
Well, thank you so very much.
Wow.
It was
working that flip phone.
How do you like that, huh? Works, and you make fun of that flip phone, see? Takes better pictures than that expensive iPhone you got.
I thought it was a burner phone you had over there. We'll post more and more as we go along here, but that's why we're doing it here. It's not just to say that we're doing something cool. It's to bring this back to you, because this summer travel season is going to be momentous. We're beating this pandemic, and this is the perfect place to go, so we want to send you 3 days, 2 nights, Casa Marina in Key West. It's a beautiful place.
It really is. So you can find out more details at casamarina.com, as Evelyn Summer, the hotel manager, just told us about. Or, you know what, just go to our website, because I think we got all the details there.
Absolutely. Hey, Rapid Fires. Have we ever done, I think we have, Rapid Fire from the road while Karen's back in the studio, but on a Friday?
But not from a drinking town. Just saying. Not just saying.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, this is going to be scary.
It may be one for the record books. Karen's got all the news. We all chime in somehow, some way. That's what Rapid Fire is all about. It's 7:30. Keep it here next. Just a couple of minutes away. The South Florida Morning Show. This is Jen. I'm Bill.
It's 7:30. Time for Jen and Bill's Rapid Fire with Karen Curtis on News Talk 850 WFTL.
I don't know how this is going to go, but I think it's going to be historic. Our Friday Rapid Fires always go a little wheels off. This time we've got me, Bill, at Casa Marina in Key West. Details on that and how you can get here, too, coming up. Karen and Steven.
In the studio.
Back in the studio.
I think are you guys, we're not rubbing it in too badly, are we, against you guys?
No.
Okay, I'm going to send you pictures of the 8-course breakfast they just brought out for us.
Just amazing.
Just to aggravate
you. So
you.
While you're doing the stories, Karen, we're going to be chiming in, but also eating.
I thought so.
Food's phenomenal.
Yeah, well, nice. Enjoy, shall we?
I have my hot chocolate over here, so that's okay.
Well, enjoy.
Yeah.
Well,
just think of it as eggs and broccoli and asparagus spears. And
well, I'm going to tell you about the corpse flower, a
my.
dead whale.
Oh, geez.
A big
There goes
bass.
the appetite.
Yeah. I'm going to try to ruin it for you.
Let's see what you got, Karen.
All right. Well, if you're flying today, actually out of MIA, because there was an overnight snag in the computer system called Sabre, which is the digital check-in system, and it affected JetBlue and American Airlines. So people are like backed up big time in New York and Charlotte and in Miami. So call ahead to your airline to make sure that things are running smoothly because of that. Oh, boy. Florida is winning its war against COVID. Yay!
Yay. Are we going to have a lottery like New York and Ohio?
They're not. No, I don't think Ron DeSantis is going to pay people to get that back. They're doing it anyway because Fewer cases, hospitalizations, and deaths because more people are vaccinated in Florida and they're outside and they're spreading out, so it's not spreading. And by the way, the Palm Beach County School District, remember they had 7 hours of testimony from parents. Well, they announced no facial coverings needed outside, but students and staff still have to wear a mask inside. Put down the fork, Bill.
Sorry.
He's eating. Leave him alone.
Israel and the militant group Hamas, putting down their weapons while Bill puts his fork down, both agreeing to a ceasefire after 11 days of fighting. So, wow, it was such a mess. The militants shot thousands of rockets at Israel.
Gosh.
Thousands.
At least, it's good to see that coming to a pause anyway, hopefully to an end. You had all these families dying on both sides.
It's
just awful.
Sad. Children, because they actually shot the stuff at civilians, and that's scary.
So
but it's
we could talk about, peace for any stretch of time, even if it doesn't last forever here. We'll take that while we can. Well, they can kind of regroup a little bit. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah. And, don't forget the Abraham Accords. So that was big during Trump. But anyway, security beefed up in Kenosha at the courthouse because it'll be the first physical appearance of Kyle Rittenhouse. He's been charged with 3 murders. Remember, he was that kid who brought an AR-15 to the rioting of the shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha. And by the way, his bond, the $2 million bond, we're asking who forked out the money.
Yeah.
The MyPillow guy and Ricky Schroeder.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right.
Mike Lindell,
that was a Mike Lindell thing. That's right. That's why he got canceled from all those retail stores.
That's right. We forgot about that.
There. So today, crews in California now put the fork down, Bill. They're removing a 115,000-pound whale carcass that washed ashore.
How much?
115,000 pounds.
Was it a blue whale?
68 foot long, endangered fin whale.
Oh my
how
God.
sad.
But what happened was an Australian Navy destroyer, get this, Crikey, accidentally dragged the dead whale into a naval base in San Diego.
Oh.
Then
my God.
Then the tow
come
company
on.
dragged it back out 50 miles to sea, and then it washed ashore again 80 miles to the north.
Oh my God.
Karen, I'm trying to enjoy
Okay,
a delicious Western omelet.
Yeah, and you're screwing that all up. I can tell you from my brother when some big blue whale beached itself and died, the carcass showed up at the beach in Malibu. He said you can smell it from miles.
God, would you? Oh my God.
Sorry.
So
I'm just
how's that broccoli? Okay.
It's really good.
You guys have bagel and
Asparagus
cream
was even
cheese?
better.
At least we have a gorgeous view here.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I hope they don't blow it up with dynamite. Remember when they did that back in the 70s?
Okay.
that
Jeez,
whale?
let's move right along. All right.
And
we
the
don't need-
pieces landed on car. Okay,
Remember we were telling you about Friday rapid fires?
Yeah, let me go.
Here we are.
Well, coming up on rapid fire use, guys, a rubbish tee shot at the PGA Championship. Another stinky story. Time for your 850 WFTL traffic and weather together. Wow, it's very quiet outside on the roadways, the north and southbound on 95, accident-free. So enjoy. Also on the Turnpike. The Southern Boulevard Bridge over the Intracoastal Waterway, as you head to Trump's house, they've now shifted the traffic onto the new bridge. It's kind of cool. Your WPTV First Alert weather, partly cloudy, breezy. Someone's Heimlich. Breezy with winds out of the east, high 82. It's just gorgeous. I took my drive yesterday on Palm Beach. The salt's blowing in off the sea. It smells wonderful. Partly cloudy, breezy through the weekend. Tiny chance of rain. Our highs in the low 80s and heating up to the mid 80s next week. Currently 75 and fair in the Palm Beaches and in Key West. Back to Rapid Fire Bell.
All right. Listen, Karen, when everybody wins, or when you get on here on your own, the amazing 3-day 2-night vacation to Casa Marina here in Key West. You want to wear your good stuff, right? It's casual, but you want to wear your nice Tommy Bahama stuff, whatever it is. What is it, Lily Pulitzer? Is that what you were wearing?
Lily Pulitzer, yeah.
Ozo2 Eco Dry Cleaners will take care of you. Free pickup and delivery too to make you look awesome. You don't need to crumple it up in the corner of your closet anymore. Ozo2USA.com is the key. Check in on that.
Can they get my cat hair off it? Because my cats sleep on my crumpled up stuff.
They're great at that.
They can do it all.
Yay. Well, back to rapid fire. So, Law and Order SVU maven Mariska Hargitay delighted that a young Florida girl not only watches the show, but she learned something from it. The 11-year-old Alyssa credited SVU with giving her the idea to leave evidence behind on her attacker. As we told you yesterday, she smeared blue slime on the 30-year-old man who tried to kidnap her so police would be able to identify him because of the dye. It was homemade. She made it, and the dye stayed on his arm. He's in custody. Hargitay posted a message to Alyssa on Instagram calling her brave, strong, and smart. And they may add
just amazing.
They may add slime to their crime-fighting gear on SUV.
That'd be really cool. I think they should put the kid in one of the episodes, or have her story be one of the episodes.
I think you're right, because they
That'd be
always
way cool.
It's like based on, but not exactly. Not exactly the same story, but they do that a lot.
This kid saved her own life because of what she learned on that show. That's way cool.
Yeah. So I have the attempted abduction video up at the website 850wftl.com on Karen's crime blog. Now, while a hole-in-one in golf is considered quite a feat, one golfer at the PGA Championship drained a tee shot in an unlikely place. Do you know where it was?
No.
Bill, are you eating?
No, he's not eating.
Okay.
Where did it go?
It went into a garbage can.
Oh, come on.
Really?
How did that happen?
It's a rare hole-in-one. This Colombian golfer, Sebastian Munoz, teed off from the 18th hole. It's on the Ocean Course in South Carolina. The ball sailed out of play, hit a fence, and then it landed straight in the garbage can.
Oh,
and then
wow.
if spectators immediately cheered like it was intentional.
Oh, my God.
They should have played it off like it was. He goes, yep, that's right. That's my trick shot.
He goes,
Wow. So how many penalty shots you get for that? Like taking it out of the garbage can? Is that like a 2-stroke penalty?
I would think so. He's like, do I have to retrieve it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Depends what was in there, what time of day.
Yeah, he tossed it to a lucky fan. He's like, I'm not even putting this in my bag.
Wow.
You take it, lady, here.
That's like a trick shot you would see on TikTok or something.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Goes off someone's forehead into a okay.
There should at least be a side win for that, like some sort of side trophy.
I think you're right. Yeah. I think it might be the first ever in the trash can. I have the video up at the website, by the way, 850wftl.com, because it's Friday and I really don't care about all this serious news.
That's good stuff.
Speaking of stinky stuff, you know the corpse flower?
Yes, it blooms like once a year and it stinks, yeah.
Well, now they have one at a California gas station. And hundreds of people are lining up to see it. There's a gardener, and he brought it to the Alameda Art Deco gas station. I don't know. That's weird.
not near the whale carcass, is it?
No, yeah, it is.
Diener, if you bring that up again.
Now, it can take up to 20 years to flower, and of course, it's called a corpse flower because it smells like a decaying dead elephant.
I mean,
wonderful.
How's that omelet?
Thank you.
That's got to be the stinkiest place in the world right now. Between the two of those things. Jeez. Not bad enough in California.
I don't know why you chose this as a theme today.
Because they're jealous that we're here enjoying Casa Marina and the 7-course breakfast, and they're stuck in the studio.
No,
I stink it up.
Yeah,
I am not in cahoots.
It's not working. This meal is still phenomenal.
Karen has gone rogue.
What course are you on, anyway?
I'm on the asparagus spears right now.
Oh,
delicious.
Asparagus.
With
Asparagus.
with hollandaise sauce, nice. Now he's back. Tim Tebow officially back at Tobo.
Tobo, what are you doing over there?
He's officially back. Apparently, he's in great shape. They say.
And can I ask a question? Why are all these other players all ticked off that Jaguar signed him?
I have one word for you. And Kaepernick.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh, really?
right.
It's a Kaepernick issue.
No.
Why did he get a shot? Let me end this debate right now.
Okay.
You know why? Because
Why?
Kaepernick stunk. That's why.
Oh,
if
like
he
a
could
corpse
still
flower.
If he could still play quarterback, he would have a job.
Okay.
End of story.
So should Kaepernick come back as a tight end who catches and
No.
blocks?
No.
I mean, gosh, yeah, it's so annoying. It's such a stupid argument. It's just, it's just the mindless trolls who just continue to bring this up because they have nothing better to
So
do.
it's white privilege.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so he's reuniting with his old head coach, Urban Meyer. He's probably, also to increase their enthusiasm in the locker room because he's very inspirational.
I would think, too, it's going to help not only Goldilocks, but him being there, even for the
Goldilocks.
meantime, for people to come watch.
Yeah.
I'd buy tickets.
So did you watch the Panthers game last night? Because I was like, oh, they're going to lose, and they suck, and they were down 5-3 in the third, and then all of a sudden, my God, bang, bang, 2 goals, and then they go to overtime, and then they win it.
Thank God.
was
They really
wonderful.
needed that win. I want them to beat the Lightning badly.
Well, now they know they can.
Sure,
it's
they
good
can.
for them.
And to win one on the road, because that was tough 2 losses at home. So that's fantastic. They got a shot now. It's a series.
Yeah, who was the player? He got the puck and he got out front and he just I would have frozen and shot it over the net.
Oh yeah, Lomberg.
Lomberg.
He went out there and hit the game winner.
Yeah, I don't know. I only saw highlights. We were about 3 deep into margaritas by the time that thing happened last night.
Well, it's a drinking town.
Yeah.
It is a drinking town.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
And I'm going to end with this. Oh, by the way, the Heat play the Bucks tomorrow.
Yes,
it's
2
the
o'clock.
First play. We have sports back.
I know.
I'm so
All
excited.
playoffs.
By the way, so San Francisco Aquarium. It's another fish story, you guys.
Uh-oh.
They have bids up on eBay to name this huge sea bass. They have 60 bids for a total of $12,700, and you get to name the 15-year-old bass, and you receive.
He has to be Sebastian, right?
Oh, I like that.
It's obvious.
Good one. Yeah.
You receive digital images of the fish over its lifetime. It's 250 pounds, 5 feet 6 inches long.
Whoa!
And could live 75 years. So you think
until he washes up on a shore and Karen talks about him in a future rapid fire.
And then somebody throws a stick of dynamite down his throat,
blows him up. I had a feeling this was going to go wheels off very soon.
Yeah.
There goes a wheel. All right, well,
upset that they're in the studio.
enjoy your breakfast. Enjoy your breakfast down there at the Waldorf Astoria. Is it the Waldorf?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Waldorf property at Casa Marina.
Excuse me.
Yes,
And
Wow.
then the Hilton, the Reach is a Hilton Curio collection, which is kind of like, business class.
Are you wearing your Lily Pulitzer dress?
Yes, I am. Oh, sorry.
Bill was in my closet again this morning. Will you get out of the closet?
Well, that wraps up Rapid Fire. What great radio is coming up next?
Well, of course, we have details for how you can get here. We're just doing the advanced research. This is about you getting here to Casa Marina in Key West. But also coming up, boy, they must have had a plateau on vaccinations in New York because Cuomo has come out with a lottery vaccination. It's a scratch for a vax.
So you'd think DeWine from Ohio calls him up and says, could you have come up with your own original idea?
We got that and more. It's all next. The South Florida Morning Show. There's Jen. I'm Bill. Keep it here. News Talk 850 WFTL. It's the South Florida Morning Show. There's Jen. I'm Bill. Diener's back in the studio. So is Karen. Karen's next news, by the way, is coming up top of the hour at 8 o'clock. And I got to tell you, I think the biggest news of the day is what you can find in the 850 app. We'll have all the exact details here in just a minute, but we're doing the show, as you can hear in the background, from the amazing, incredible Casa Marina in Key West. But we're doing the advanced research. This is about you getting here.
Do you really think people are buying that line, by the way? I'm just curious.
Well, we got to try to make it look like we're doing something. You know what I mean?
So true. But if you go to the 850 WFTL app and you can listen there, you can also find out how you can win an awesome 3-day, 2-night stay here at Casa Marina.
That's right.
In Key West, including dinner. And I would assume you could probably, they tell us that not only the Casa Marina, but the Reach Hotel, which is right next door. It's the sister hotel. It's a Hilton Curio Collection Hotel. That they're interchangeable, so you can eat there or eat here or swim there or swim here, so you can go back and forth. We had, where were we, 4 Dolphins? Is that what it's called? What did I call it before? The 4 what?
I think it's the 4 sailfish.
Is that right? Whatever, I don't know.
The 4 dolphins are like,
What is it? Whatever.
Jen, you cannot eat the dolphins.
Okay, whatever. Swordfish, I don't know. It was, it's got something to do with fish, but it was the most incredible dinner that we had. It was great.
Details coming up on how you can get here. But in the meantime, well, this was a big announcement. There were a couple of big things happened out of New York, and yes, everything that happens in New York now, if you're going, I don't live there anymore, it affects South Florida.
Eventually.
Because we don't want this coming to our area. I think we're doing just fine. Diener had the update before about how many people have been vaccinated in the Sunshine State. We're doing pretty well, actually.
Yeah, Diener, what would you, are you still here, Diener?
Sure.
Did you leave? Okay, just want to make sure you're still there. What were the numbers? You said how many are vaccinated, like the second shot and the first shot?
Yeah, I mean, just for reference, we have close to 22 million people in the state. So as far as vaccinations go, over 7 million have been fully vaccinated, and over 9 million at least have one shot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
I think things have plateaued. I think the only way we're really going to get a feel for this is when you talk to your daughter, Sam, because she does online reservations for people up there trying to get vaccinations.
Right.
I think it's leveled off.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem. So Andy Cuomo, the wonderful governor of New York, stole a line or an event right out of Mike DeWine from Ohio's playbook.
He'll claim he came up with it.
Oh, of course. And he's going to say, because what happened was in Ohio, it plateaued as well. And the governor there said, hey, this is what you're going to do. If you get vaccinated, your name goes into the jackpot. And we're going to pick 5 of those names, and each of those people win $1 million.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I didn't think that would work at all. It's been going gangbusters.
The first day they announced it, 25,000 vaccinations. The biggest. I think it was like the biggest cumulative for Ohio.
All right, so Cuomo's stealing the idea. It's almost exactly the same. Explain to me why when he explains it, it sounds like a back alley scam.
Because it's Cuomo.
Here's Andy.
Get a vaccination, and you get a free $20 scratch-off ticket for the multiplier game. 100% free.
It's the multiplier.
It's the multiplier.
You heard me right. You scratch, you vax.
Can you stand that?
And I sell more books.
Oh, my God.
He's going to start to do 2-for-1 giveaways. You buy my book, you get a free scratch-off ticket.
You're right. Get a vaccination, I give you my book.
But you know what?
Oh,
okay,
God,
fine, whatever. He is what he is. I hope it works up there because there are a lot of old people that haven't been able to actually get the vaccine up there.
And I think New York's biggest problem is, and this is purely going from what I have heard from my daughter's conversations, because my daughter, was booking the vaccinations she works for the state of New York, and
right.
She said, many of these older people, they're shut-ins. They don't have the ability to get anywhere.
That's right.
So I have not heard of any mobile services yet in New York. They may very well be, but I haven't heard anything about that, and I think that's what the city needs to do.
So this is why I bring it up.
Okay.
Does this make its way down here, even though, like Diener just reported, we've got good vax numbers down here? Do we have a Florida scratch and vax?
No, because I think our governor will get up and say, you know what, we don't need gimmicks like
too.
Ohio and New York, because those people are lame. No.
DeSantis will get up and go, look, we know what we're doing down here.
Yeah, come on. We're beating them already. So just go out and get a vaccination and go buy a Mega Millions ticket, and you could win $515 million. There you go.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah, that's coming up, too. All right, so this was the most awesome part, though, and I don't know who asked it. I think we should give a Medal of Honor to the reporter that actually asked Andy Cuomo exactly what's going on about the book deal.
Oh, what did he get, 5.1 million? Is that what it was?
This is how they worded the question. Governor, are you making money off the backs of the taxpayers? That's the exact question.
Holy cow.
And, of course, in his style, this is how he answers.
That's stupid. Next question.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Stupid.
We got to save that forever.
Oh, forever.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So anytime any of us say anything stupid, we'll play Andy Cuomo.
That's right.
We can be playing him every day, by the way.
Yeah, maybe.
Boy, you know what? He's the most arrogant, self-centered, egotistical person I know.
He is
or
what he
don't
is.
know. Or
well, you
know
better
of.
get used to him. I think not only we were talking about this last hour. I think not only is he going to win re-election up there, they're probably going to they're back to the original plan. They're going to shoot him right up to the top. He's going to be the choice, the chosen one.
He walks across the New York border. No one likes him. I'm telling you, nobody likes this man. I'm not the only one in the world that doesn't like this guy. He's a shyster.
I don't know why he's even still there.
He
might be the Teflon governor.
Yeah, he killed all those elderly people. But of course, he didn't do that. He's making money off of a book that no one's buying. Hello, how do you work that deal? Yes, it's not stupid, Governor, because you just made $5.1 million. The man is crooked. I'm sorry.
I think no argument here.
He won on his name.
Would it surprise you, though? Would it shock you?
No, not at all.
Still in there.
No. I think he's going to win. I think he'll win re-election. I don't think that Letitia, she's a state attorney. I don't think she's going to beat him. Right. Or Andy Giuliani. I do like the fact that it's 2 Andys, though, running.
Right, exactly.
In New York.
It's going to be fantastic.
So far, I don't know. Is anybody else going to throw their hat in the ring? I think it's going to get crowded.
It'll be fun for us to watch. All right, speaking of fun and much, much better news, the reason why we're here, Jen doesn't buy my advanced research line.
I don't think anybody's buying that line.
What do you mean? I was researching the amazing steak and margaritas last night. I was researching the beach area.
By the way, I will tell you this. The Hemingway margaritas, I thought they were martinis to begin with. That shows you how much I know about drinks. I had way too many. They were very, very good.
Well, we were told an hour ago it's a drinking town, Jen. I had no idea Key West was until I was told that. So
it was like they met us at the front door and we checked in with drinks. Then we go somewhere else, they give you a drink. They're right, it is a drinking town.
The reason why we're doing all this advanced research for you, making the sacrifice, is because you got a shot to win. It's truly an amazing vacation. We're talking about 3 days, 2 nights. I mean, beachfront, oceanfront property right here with all the history of Casa Marina in Key West. It could all be yours 3 days, 2 nights. And dinner.
Yeah,
which is also included in this thing. And you want to talk about some amazing food services and amenities that are here? Everywhere you turn, everything's incredible. We just ordered a breakfast. It's like a 3-course meal. It's incredible.
It's just funny because, Diener, can you chime in for 1 second? Can you put up a picture? I know we don't like posting pictures of food, but if you could just put up the picture of my breakfast. I asked him, I said, could I just have some scrambled eggs? And it comes out like it's like a 7-course meal.
It came out with a work of art.
I was like, what is going on over here?
All of this to your experience. We'll have more details coming up here in a little bit, but all of it right there in the 850 mobile app. 3 days, 2 nights at Casa Marina in Key West. It's incredible. All you got to do is go on the app and all your details right there. More headlines coming up next, but more importantly, our buddy Andy, who showed us every detail of this place. We're going to sit down and talk to him next. This guy knows every nook and cranny of this amazing resort. We have questions.
No, better yet, I heard he knows where all the good bars are in Key West.
Again, advanced research is what it's all about, right? Anyway, that's coming up next. The South Florida Morning Show. There's Jen. I'm Bill. Keep it here.